I had had a dream, and I didn't know what to think of it. It was strange, but I knew it was something from God. But it wasn't until the first week when people were sharing things for this year, and things, that prophecies and such that God gave them, that I felt like God was telling me what it meant. But what the dream was is I was looking upward, and something was falling from the sky, and it was huge pythons. I know you don't see snakes falling from the sky, but in my dream, it was huge python. There was more than one, but one really big one. And I was looking up, and I didn't run, I think because I was looking upward, and I was thinking it was something good coming from heaven. And it came down and wrapped itself around me and does what a python does. Started strangling, taking the life out of me, wrapping itself around me. And of course, I felt fear, But then it was like God told me, and He showed me where to put my hand at its throat. And it was like I put my hand there, and I thought, I couldn't even, I just got a little part of it because a python, you couldn't wrap your hand around a python's neck. I couldn't. And in the dream, it was like I had the strength, and it was like I was able to stop it, and it just fell from it. And I'm not speaking into the mic.
Okay.
But it fell from me, and I was released from this. And it's like, wow, where did that come from? What does that mean? And I thought about it, but I didn't. After the dream, I didn't really think a whole lot about it until they were talking about things. And I felt the interpretation from God was that the python squeezes the life and keeps you from speaking. He squeezes the life out of you. And that is kind of a common thing that I think anyone that knows about a python, and even in the spiritual sense, that is something the python spirit does. The fact that it was falling from heaven, that sometimes we don't look where an attack is coming from, and we don't think of Satan, something coming from heaven, but as the Bible says, Satan's not down there in hell. He's up above in the heavenlies. He's not in God's throne room, heaven, but he's up there. And this attack was actually Satan, and I stood there and just let it hit me because I didn't realize what was coming at me until it was too late. And by then it was wrapped around me. And actually, it would have definitely killed me. It certainly silenced me because of squeezing the life out of me. And God showed me, and this is the biggest point I think from this is, God shows you strategies and how to do something. In my own strength and in my own knowledge, I wouldn't have known exactly where to get hold of that thing and put a stop to what it was doing to me. But God not only gave me the strategy of where to grab that snake, but He also gave me the strength, because my hands are not all that strong. It's not something that I physically have strength to do, and even spiritually do not have it in me to do. But God gave me the strength for it and the knowledge of what to do. And I think that is something that we need to be praying and asking God for strategies, how to get rid of the things that are just sucking the life right out of us, strangling the life out of us, allowing us, keeping us from being able to speak the things that we should be able to speak. So that is what I felt God was sharing with me.